and the eagerly hoped for potential Grand Slam champions from G2 esports. So just a little recap of the year, which I just touched on a little bit. Obviously, an incredible season, 2 split victories. They had their regular season record was 28-8. As mentioned, if they win the championship, no other team in League of Legends history has ever won both splits in their regional league, MSI, and the World Championships. So you'll notice that the traveling trophy case has changed its look. So I'll get out of the way. Sorry, apologize. Thank you to our friends from Louis Vuitton who are here for what they've done for us and the sport overall. So we will continue to utilize the amazing Homer and Caitlin running. So if you have a question, please state your name, your affiliation, and who you would like to direct the question to.
Yes, I'll start again. This is Tyler of ESPN. This is for Caps. Your father has been almost at every event. Every event I go to, I just see him in the crowd, taking pictures, taking photographs. I've talked to him a few times about how much it means to him to follow you and follow your career. Can you talk about how it means for you to see him at all these events and always following you?
So I'm really happy with the support I get from my family. Not only my dad, but I actually have my mom and my cousin and my other cousin and my aunt as well coming. So just having all the family around me. For example, today when we were eating breakfast, I saw my parents as well, and they just got to say hi. So it means a lot, and it's nice to not feel too separate from my family. At first, when I first joined LEC, obviously it's in a different country, so you can kind of feel like you're not close to your family. But my parents and my family do a lot to keep the family culture, I guess, and make sure we see each other.
我非常的开心可以得到整个家族的一个支持，不只是我的父亲，还有我的表兄表弟啊，我的妈妈、我的阿姨，他们也都有在支持我。而且我有时候可以在饭店吃早餐的时候，可以看到我的家人，是非常开心的。因为刚开始在 LEC 比赛的话，其实是在其他的一个国家打比赛，有时候没有办法这么的接近自己的亲人哦。那像现在世界赛他们都有来的话，确实让我感觉特别的亲近。
这个问题来自腾讯体育，想问一下 Wonder， 就是其实在过去几年似乎有一点主场魔咒，然后想问一下这次在主场作战，然后现在的心情是怎么样的？
This question is for Wonder. It seems like in the previous years you've had some of the home court curse. Can I ask how you're feeling right now going into another match that's going to happen in your home court?
Well, I think playing in front of European fans and stuff like that is of course it's a very good feeling, and it can kind of feel like you have the crowd on your back. But when I go into the game and I just play, I think I don't really care so much about if the fans are cheering for the enemy team or if they're cheering for us. I think I just try and block it all out and play my own game. But of course, if you win or even if you lose, having a lot of support and a lot of fans having your back is always good. Yeah.
我觉得可以在欧洲打比赛一直都是一件不错的事情，因为可以感受到所有的粉丝，所有的现场的人都在为你们欢呼。但是进到游戏内的话，我其实并不是很在乎现场的观众是帮我们加油，还是帮对方来加油。我尽可能的会把这些声音就是阻挡在脑海外这样子，所以不管是谁赢的话，我都觉得其实在现场打比赛是可以在主场打比赛是不错的。
This is Tom from Infant Global. My question is for Grabs. Your opponents, FPX, have made an impressive run throughout the bracket. What have you learned most about your opponent, and what should your team fear most going into the finals?
Nothing too surprising. I think everybody knows where FPX wants to play, but they're just really good at it. Overall, I feel like both teams will look at the semifinals and think the other team didn't play too well. So I think FPX didn't play too well. They will see us and think we didn't do well against SKT either. So I think, again, in a tournament, teams don't get really better. So both teams will know what to expect. It's just about execution. Maybe having the curveball and draft once or twice, but besides that, nothing new will come out, and I think we're well prepared about what FPX wants to do in the game.
我觉得并不会有太多太惊讶的事情哦。我们觉得 FPX 所有人都知道他们想要玩哪一类型的会进行怎么样的游戏风格，但是差别只是在于执行方面的。那我觉得两队在看到彼此的半决赛，可能都会觉得对方打的不是太特别的杰出。他们 FPX 看我们打 SKT， 可能也不会觉得我们玩的特别好。我们看 FPX 打 IG， 可能也不是觉得做的特别好。那我觉得其实战队在于整个赛程当中，并不会有太多的一个进步哦。最主要还是看当天的一个执行哦，那可能当天会有一些比较奇特的选角，但是除此之外的话，我觉得我们已经非常充分的准备面对 FPX 了。
I'm gonna just quick follow up. Can you give an update on your player who is not here today, unfortunately?
So yeah, Perks didn't feel too well today in the morning. It's nothing too serious, but we just thought about a precautionary measure not to bring him here so he can rest. But he will be fit for the final, hopefully.
Perks 的话，今天早上身体不是特别的舒适，所以我们为了做一个预防的话，今天没有让他来这边。但是运气好的话，他还是会出现在决赛赛场上。
Hello, this is Rory Merz from Sport 1. This is it. Since 2011, it might be the biggest win for a European team. This question is for Grabs. So how do you go as a coach into this game, this final, the biggest final for you in your history, as being a coach, part of a League of Legends company or team?
We approach the game like any other. There's no difference. I mean, of course, the hype is bigger. Suddenly we have a press conference before the game, but I think for the guys and us, it just doesn't matter. It's another opponent. We respect them like anybody else. We prepare for them like anybody else. And then we see who wins. But yeah, we're blocking out the entire noise, or try to. And all that matters is that on stage we can perform right. So all the noise around doesn't matter.
我们面对这场比赛，就像面对任何其他的比赛一样，我们同样尊敬我们的对手，我们也同样的会好好的准备。那这场比赛唯一的差别，可能是在周围有更多的一些期待，但是像会有这次额外的一个记者会，但是我们会尽量把这些排除在脑外，然后好好的去赢下比赛。
저는 캡스 선수한테 질문이 있는데요. 이제 캡스 선수가 어릴 때 별명이 베이비 페이커였을 정도로 이제 페이커랑 인연이 있었는데 MSI에 이어서 롤드컵까지 이제 페이커를 두 번이나 꺾었잖아요. 이제 본인이 그 승리로 이제 승리했을 때 소감과 이제 두 번이나 꺾었는데 본인이 이제 미드 라인에서 페이커를 넘었다고 생각을 하는지 이거에 대해서 궁금합니다.
So I have a question for Cap. So you used to be called Baby Faker, but now you defeated him twice, MSI and here at Worlds. So first of all, how do you feel about that? About like, defeating Faker? And so now, do you consider yourself as a better mid laner than Faker?
So I'm pretty happy that I got to play against Faker. Obviously, it's a guy I've always looked up to a lot. So getting to play him was really nice for me. I don't think I was too happy with my performance in semi-final, but I still think, obviously, my team did really well and we did really well as a team. So we still ended up getting the win, and I don't really want to compare myself to Faker. Obviously, he won Worlds so many times, and even to this day, he's still one of the greatest mid laners. So I think you can't really compare to Faker unless you win Worlds a lot of times and you can stay at that level for so long. So I have a long way ahead of me if I want to even think about something like that. But I will just try my best and see if I can at least get a beginning to my career and winning Worlds this year.
우선 페이커 선수 상대로 경기하게 돼서 저는 너무 기쁩니다. 정말 항상 존경하는 선수이기도 하고요. 정말 좋은 경험인 것 같습니다. 사실 롤드컵 제 개인 경기력에는 정말 만족하지 않지만 저희 팀적으로 더 잘했기 때문에 이길 수 있었던 거라고 생각하고요. 그리고 제 페이커 선수와 저를 비교하는 건 정말 솔직히 그렇게 좋진 않아요. 왜냐면은 페이커 선수는 너무나도 잘하는 선수고 롤드컵도 많이 우승했던 선수기 때문에 아직 제가 비교할 수 없을 것 같고요. 아직 저는 갈 길이 멀고 우선 이번 롤드컵에서 우승을 함으로써 제 경력에 이제 첫 발을 디딜 수 있도록 그렇게 원합니다.
Hi guys, it's Sue from Sky Sports. This question is for Grabs and Promiscu. I'm not sure which one of you is best placed to answer this, but a lot of fans have been really hyped to see Promiscu this tournament, mainly for the possibility of getting a world skin. Carlos has also teased about this for Sunday's final. Is there a scenario where we will be expecting Promiscu to play, and if so, what would that scenario be?
All jokes aside, unless Carlos actually puts me in a closet and doesn't let me get out, we're not gonna disrespect FPX in a way to say it's gonna be easy. So even if we're 2-0 up, we have to finish every game with highest respect and highest focus. So yeah, unless I get taken away by Carlos, a special man, then I don't think Hampus will get to play. Unless Mickey, of course, is an unfortunate accident and his wrist break again, then we might see him and then he can break out his unfortunate, yeah. And then you can don't you dare to get injured now, honestly. But yeah, again, we respect FPX a lot, and I don't think we have the freedom of having fun and bringing in the sub if we don't need to do it in a gameplay decision. So yeah, I think the chances are low. I'm really sorry.
玩笑话以外，除非 Carlos 把我关在衣橱里面的话，要不然我们不会对 FPX 做出这么私进的一个举动哦。我们非常的尊敬我们的对手，那没有必要的时候，我们不会让替补去上场进行比赛。那当然，除非可能 Mickey 手又受伤了，没有办法玩，那我们到时候或者是 Carlos 派一个人把我抓走，要不然应该是不会看到 Promiscu 上场。
Rip Mickey. Hi, this is Darius from the Shot Caller. My question is directed towards Jankos, in fact. This is now the third time you've been at Worlds, and this is by far the best chance you've had at winning it. You've had a phenomenal year. You won your first titles, won MVP in summer. What would you describe as a key difference for the Jankos right now compared, for example, to the Jankos we saw in HUK in 2016?
Well, I think that the main difference between me right now and me back then is that I actually know how to play the game better. It felt like in 2016 and 18, I was already satisfied with how far we went those years. In both H2K and G2 last year, I didn't expect us to go as far as semifinals. And every time I won on stage, I believed that we can win the whole thing, but before the tournament, I didn't really expect it. This time, though, is different as we came after winning 2 times Europe and once MSI. So I knew that we have to perform, and week after week, I didn't really want to go home just yet. So, well, it's the finals now, and I didn't go home yet, and I think we can take the whole thing.
我觉得最主要的差别是我现在对于游戏的话是更理解的。在16、18年打比赛的时候，我觉得我有点满足于自己的一个结果。在 H2K 跟 G2 队伍上面的话，当然我没有预期到我们在半决赛会打得这么差。那之前的话，其实我在上台之前都觉得可以，都是觉得可以赢，但是进到比赛的时候，有时候不一定会有这样的感觉。但是这次我们已经拿下欧洲的联赛2次，赢下 MSI 1次，然后每一周经过的时候，我都会觉得我不想要回家。我觉得我这次可以拿下所有的比赛，也可以赢得冠军。
Hey guys, okay. Hey guys, this is Ashley Kang for Horizon and ESPN. I actually have a questions to Caps. It's quite similar to the previous one. You also attended World Final last year. You might be the only player in both of the teams that attend 2 finals consecutively. What is the difference between Caps who were playing for 2018 Worlds Finals and Caps in 2019 who is just about to play for this Worlds Final?
So, I mean, I think throughout my career, I got more confidence in myself and my team. I think when I joined the LCS, the West didn't really have a good shot at doing anything internationally. we were not that strong, and it was like considered like a huge victory if we even made it out of groups. But nowadays, it kind of like as we beat like some of the Eastern teams and we actually show up better and better, we get more and more confidence and we want to like go further and further. And I think last year was around the time like MSI final and as well as Worlds was like around the time where we could actually believe in ourselves to be able to make it to the final and be able to win the World Championship. But I think now we don't just like believe in it anymore. We expect it of ourselves. We want to be the champions. We want to create like a legacy for ourselves. And I think this confidence is probably the biggest difference. And just the trust that we will be able to win on Sunday.
Couple more questions, please. Oh, translation first, though.
我觉得最大的差别是我在我的职涯当中越来越对自己跟对于我的队伍有自信。在我进入 LEC 之前的话，西方队伍其实并没有太多在世界赛可以发挥的空间哦，甚至当时觉得我们如果可以出小组赛的话，就算是不错的成绩了。那现在我们打赢了一些东方的队伍，对自己越来越有自信，也相信自己可以越走越远。特别是今年在 MSI 的时候，我们真的开始相信自己是可以赢得一切。赢下世界冠军的，那我们这次甚至不只是相信而已了，甚至是预期自己可以拿下冠军，可以留下一个传承。所以我想说的话，自信是2018年跟2019年之间最大的一个差别。
Hi, I'm Eric from Mais Esports Brazil. I have a question for Caps. You're playing against Doinb in this final. If you see Doinb champion pool, sometimes he looks more like a top laner than a mid laner. I want to know if Wonder is helping you in some matchups, and also what do you think about Doinb mechanically and individual skills?
So it's true. I think for sure he plays like a lot more like a top laner than most mid laners, and I mean we have been playing like some 1v1s against Wonder, but overall it just means I have to prepare for some different champions than most other players, and obviously I'm a player who likes to innovate and come up with some new strategies. So I'll definitely have a few things prepared for Doinb. And it's going to be interesting to see what he has prepared as well. And I mean, rating Doinb, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure where I would put him since I never like went up against him on stage. But I know that he's like a really, really strong player. It looks like he's leading his team a lot. He does a lot. Like his team basically revolves around him. They are making sure he can roam, and then they roam together and make sure he can take over the game. So it's for sure really important that that we don't let him run around on the map and just take over the game. So I will try my hardest to keep him in mid lane, challenge him for the 1v1, and then see what happens.
Translation, and then 2 more questions.
我觉得是真的，他Doinb选手玩起来确实比较像一个上单哦。那我们自己家其实也有一个上单，但整体而言的话，我觉得差别是在于我们可能会选出很多不一样的角色来。那我自己的话也是喜欢实验各种不同类型的角色的，所以我觉得我已经对Doinb选手的话是准备了很多不同的角色，我觉得这个对战会非常的有趣。至于要评价Doinb的话，我觉得我不是很确定，因为我没有在赛场上跟他直接对打过，但是我看得出来他的整个队伍都是围绕他在做决定，也是让Doinb选手在领导的，而且他们很常会一起游走于各线，所以我的职责的话就是要把他留在中路，然后尽量跟他去做单对单的一个碰撞。
Question for Caps.
Wait for the oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. 就是想问这样一个问题啊，因为去年其实你也参加了同样的发布会，而且你是所有人中唯一一个去年参加过这个发布会的这样的一个人。那想问一下，你去年当时在决赛前发布会的时候心情是怎么样的，以及你觉得你今年在心态上成长了有哪些成长？
So this question is for Caps. Last year, you were in the same press conference right before finals as well. So I want to ask you what you were feeling like before the press conference in last year's finals, and how do you think you have grown both mentally and emotionally in this year's press conference?
I'm not exactly sure how I felt last year. Obviously, I hope we could take down IG, but as to my exact thoughts, I'm not sure. I think I was not necessarily playing too much on the emotions, but more just thinking about preparation. And it's probably the same I'm doing now. I mean, I'm pretty confident we can win on Sunday, but at the same time, most of my thoughts just go towards how we win instead of like if we're gonna win or if I'm gonna play well and stuff like that. So I think I just try to focus mostly on how we make it happen.
所以去年的话，我并不是特别确定我自己的一些心情跟想法。我相信我那时候是想要击败 IG 的，但是我并不是一个特别依赖感性的人。我那时候是想要如何做到。那我觉得今年也是差不多的状况。我是非常有自信，可以在星期天获得这个世界总决赛的冠军哦，但是我并不是用一种比较感性的方式去思考的，我是在想说我们要实际上如何做到这件事情。
Hey, Tyler of ESPN. This question is for Mickey X. You and FPX both love to roam around the map. I believe you are number one when it comes to roaming outside of bot lane. Caps is number one when it comes to mid laners roaming outside of mid lane. Do you think this free-flowing, kind of uncaged lane style is kind of the future of League of Legends?
Well, thanks for the question, first of all. And yeah, I think roaming is pretty underrated in League of Legends, I guess. And I think, yeah, a lot of teams just don't respect it enough, especially because there's not as much vision as it was before. And yeah, I mean, I think it's probably going to be the future of League as well, because no one wanted to watch like the boring 40-minute games with just like a bunch of vision. And I think it's more fun as well to like go around the map and like be throughout the whole map at all times. And yeah.
首先感谢你的问题哦。没有错，我觉得游走是确实被很多队伍低估的，因为现在的游戏当中视野其实越来越少。那我也觉得这个比较算是英雄联盟未来职业的未来，因为没有人想要看40分钟然后打很久的一个比赛，大家疯狂的在游走，确实是一个比较有趣的局面哦。所以没有错，我觉得游走会是之后游戏越来越重要的一个部分。
这是新华社的记者，我想问一下，就是据我所知，我们在 LOL 的历史上从来都没有队伍夺取过大满贯，包括之前的 SKT 和去年的 RNG。那么今年呢，大家都很看好你们的实力也很强。那么你们觉得对比之前的 SKT 和 RNG，你们的优势在哪儿呢？或者说你们对于本次决赛，你们认为的优势是在哪里呢？问一下教练，谢谢。
This question is for Grabs. To my knowledge, no team in the history of League of Legends has ever completed a Grand Slam. SKT nor RNG were able to make it. Can you compare yourselves to SKT and RNG that nearly made Grand Slams and tell us what advantages you would have over them? And also tell us some of the advantages that you think you have going into the finals happening this week.
It's always hard to compare yourself with a team from a different era, let's say, in League. League moves so fast that every year it's a different game. So I would not like to compare ourselves to like legendary teams who probably were as close as us to actually getting the Grand Slam. Also, this topic itself is not important for us right now. In the end, if we get it, we're really happy, but we're not sitting backstage saying, oh guys, this is our chance to do so. We just want to win Worlds and that's it. The big advantage again for G2 the entire year with these players is that basically everything can be played anywhere. And FPX is Doonby in that sense that he can play anything, but I have 5 players who can play anything. So it's mostly just about collecting these ideas and making sure the draft is playable, which sometimes happens pretty well, sometimes not. Depends on my daily form. But yeah, I think just again, we're a very creative team in draft and how we play the game out. And as Caps already said, it's more about shutting down Doonby's roams. And if we do it correctly, I think we're going to have a good shot. And then afterwards, you can compare ourselves to SKT and RNG of those years.
Okay, thank you. If you guys could stand up here, we're going to take a photo. We're now going to bring in, try not to crush here, we're going to need space. We're going to bring in Fun Plus Phoenix from the back, who are going to join us. We'll have plenty of time to take photos. Please give the room for the players to assemble in front. And if you could please organize the players accordingly.
Predictions for the split. You want to know my predictions? I predict nothing. Because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not a future teller. Do you think I'm a future teller? Do you think I am a soothsayer? The seer of sooths? Everyone thinks that Team Liquid's just going to win again. Is that what you think's going to happen? It's live.
All right.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Get out of here. Ruined my work. Ruined. Absolutely ruined. Absolutely ruined.